Democrats in Washington wanted to come up with a plan to put Americans in danger, if that was their goal, to compromise our safety and security, I'm telling you, it would look exactly like what they are offering up today. House Democrats just passed a bill titled the No Ban Act. It limits this and future presidents' authority to issue travel bans without first consulting Congress.
Today, they're going to pass a piece of legislation that takes power away from the commander-in-chief, takes power away from the individual who was on the ballot and was elected, and gives it to the unelected Secretary of State and Secretary of Homeland Security. And then after this bill's done, they're going to say, oh, by the way, bring in the lawyers, give access to counsel to people coming into our country. It makes absolutely no sense.
Well, what does make sense? What they come up with? Nothing. The bill comes after Joe Biden already lifted the Trump-initiated travel bans from countries well known as state sponsors of terror, countries with a history of attacking Americans and the rest of the Western world, countries we know are sending terrorists to America right now. Just this month, Border Patrol agents captured 2 illegals from Yemen trying to cross our southern border. Both were listed on the FBI's terrorism watch list and no-fly list, proof that not just drug dealers, sex traffickers, and cartel members are exploiting Team Biden's open border policies, but now it is clear terrorists are too. And today, we are learning Joe Biden's Department of Homeland Security released 15,300 border crossers into the United States without providing them any notice to appear before a federal judge. Nothing. They just let them go, wash their hands of it. That's on top of the 42,000 more already released into the interior of this country since Biden took office. They call it the honor system. I call it insanity.
President Biden, if you care about the border, if you care about stopping the cartels who are engaging in all kinds of bad acts, President Biden, you should declare a national emergency and deploy the vast powers of your administration to stop what's happening here.
All right, so that is Arizona's Governor Doug Ducey. He's begging Joe Biden, begging him. And Doug Ducey has now declared a state of emergency in his state and deployed the National Guard to border communities. So we are watching border states like Arizona and Texas become totally overwhelmed with the mass influx of illegals. And it is clear many of them are headed north to states like New Jersey, Michigan, Massachusetts, and so many more. All of them, really. And take a look at these photos. This is a little migrant girl abandoned by smugglers in the Rio Grande River this week. The very Border Patrol agents vilified by the left as heartless and racist. Guess what? They're the ones who saved her moments before she drowned. The smile that you see on her face right here in that picture in front of a Border Patrol vehicle, only made possible by heroic federal agents. Yes, you can blame the smugglers for leaving her to drown, but you can also blame Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for all of this, neither of whom, by the way, have visited the border yet or have even taken this crisis seriously. Just listen to what Kamala had to say today about the root causes of mass migration. Brace yourself for this.
And so the question has to be, why do people leave home? We are looking at extensive storm damage because of extreme climate. We're looking at drought. This initiative, from my perspective, must be effective and relevant to the underlying issue, which is addressing the acute and root causes of migration away from that region, the reasons people flee.
I'm speechless listening to her. Speechless. Climate change? Climate change is the problem for our immigration crisis, a disaster on our border. Extensive storm damage? That is our so-called border czar, okay? This is the crisis the Biden administration caused, not Mother Nature. And as we talk about Joe Biden's moves that only put more Americans in danger, we cannot forget about what he is doing overseas, lifting sanctions against Iran, ignoring Russia, amassing troops along the Ukrainian border, and China's ever-expanding reach into the South China Sea and beyond. Through Team Biden's weakness, our enemies grow stronger, leaving most national security experts baffled by Biden's bad moves. But our Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, has other concerns.
Today, no nation can find lasting security without addressing the climate crisis. We face all kinds of threats in our line of work, but few of them truly deserve to be called existential.
You want to know what's existential? A terrorist lopping your head off. Not Mother Nature. Again, they're like robots. Again, climate. They are so focused on peddling liberal nonsense. They seem oblivious to the fact that they're creating an unstable world free from American strength. That makes for very dangerous times. We're in them right now. Add in the fact that Team Biden is making drastic cuts to our military, leaving us, our troops, and the world vulnerable to foreign evildoers who want nothing more than to witness the total destruction of America firsthand, and to think this president is actually helping them.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newmax TV, we're real news for real people.